Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio, and today you could say that I am participating in some rage bait, outrage culture, but I saw this article from ScreenRant, and it does kind of make my blood boil in the sense that, in how tone deaf this article really is, and that article is from ScreenRant, titled, "Stop Mourning Star Wars 1313. Star Wars 1313 would have cast players as Boba Fett and brought them to Coruscant's seedy underbelly, but the canceled title is now a dated concept. A dated concept according to who? And if you're thinking that, oh, this was written prior to the Book of Boba Fett coming out, no, this was published on May 30th, 2022. Long after the Book of Boba Fett ended its run, its terrible fucking run. But anyway, let's dig into this article, then I'll respond. Many fans are still attached to Star Wars 1313, but the canceled action game should really be put to rest, according to this article, not according to me. Revealed back at E3 2012, the gritty title would have seen players control a young Boba Fett on a quest through the seedy underbelly of Coruscant. Serving as a successor to Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which starred Boba Fett's father Jango, Star Wars 1313 would have borrowed from other cinematic shooters like Uncharted. While many are still hoping to see Boba Fett's origin story in Star Wars 1313, fans should really let it go. After being announced with a cinematic gameplay trailer, which is being played over this video for those of you that are curious, Star Wars 1313 was unceremoniously canceled in 2013. Disney's purchase of Lucasfilm reportedly led to the project being put on hold, and later on most of LucasArts' game development staff was laid off. While representatives did express that the game could be revived in the future, Star Wars 1313 now exists only as a part of gaming history. Since its cancellation, multiple details and gameplay videos have been leaked, revealing that the game would have taken place between the prequel and original trilogies and starred a young Boba Fett. Footage of Star Wars 1313 shows off a fast-paced adventure where players use the bounty hunter's weapons, tools, and tenacity to pursue targets across a large underground metropolis, which, yes, I did cover at the time when that gameplay released. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it should be in that Star Wars playlist that I created and I probably already linked to at the beginning of this. While Star Wars 1313 never saw the light of day, Boba Fett's story has been greatly expanded in other media since the game's cancellation. The bounty hunter and his iconic armor appear in the original trilogy to antagonize Han Solo, and his origins are briefly explored in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. Following the young Boba Fett's appearance, his character was expanded further in the Clone Wars animated series, and he is presumed to return for the upcoming second season of The Bad Batch. The concepts of Star Wars 1313 and The Mandalorian are similar, which is ironic considering Boba Fett returned to live action in the show's second season and its spin-off, The Book of Boba Fett. And they make this point here to kind of divide the article, and that is a Star Wars 1313 release date wouldn't make sense anymore. The game was groundbreaking and exciting back in 2012, but Star Wars 1313 has since become a dated concept. Boba Fett is still a fan-favorite character who draws in audiences, but most of his life has been revealed in recent years. The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett detail his actions following Return of the Jedi and his escape from the Sarlacc pit. Meanwhile, Clone Wars portrays a young Boba Fett still growing into one of the galaxy's most dangerous figures. The idea of a third-person Star Wars action game has also been realized by Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and the recent reveal of Star Wars Jedi Survivor shows that fans will have even more video game adventures soon. Star Wars 1313 was a truly amazing concept for its time, but the game would not have a significant impact if it released today. Boba Fett's story has largely been told in the Star Wars Jedi series, already lets players traverse huge sci-fi locations and get into deadly duels. While an open-world game following a bounty hunter like Din Djarin or Cad Bane could work, Star Wars 1313 is simply a dated concept. Okay, first things first. Comparing Star Wars 1313 to Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor is comparing apples to oranges, because the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is basically Dark Souls with the Star Wars license slapped over it. That's pretty much all this is. Now, what really got my blood boiling over this article is because we all know how the Book of Boba Fett turned out. It was a complete fucking disaster. When you have the lead actor himself come out and admit that, Boba Fett was talking too fucking much, that really says something. And let's also be honest, did we really need to see how Boba Fett escaped the Sarlacc pit? No, leave it fucking mysterious. Just have him walk out of the desert, and it's like, oh my god, can anything fucking kill this guy? So the reason why fans are still clamoring for Star Wars 1313 is rather simple. It's because of how badly Disney and Lucasfilm dropped the ball with the Book of Boba Fett. So now it's, what would have Star Wars 1313 been? Would it have been better? And by far, this is the worst thing to happen to Disney / Lucasfilm is having people wonder what would have happened with Star Wars 1313, since you absolutely bumblefucked the Book of Boba Fett. And the reason why people want to see a Star Wars 1313 release, well, actually, I'm only speaking for myself here. I am not speaking for the vast majority. I may be in a very, very small minority. But when Star Wars 1313 was being developed, George Lucas was still overseeing Lucasfilm and all of its subsidiaries, including LucasArts. So to say that George Lucas did not have a hand in Star Wars 1313 in some way, shape, or form, in my opinion, is completely intellectually dishonest. So now it becomes what would have been revealed in the game that maybe the Disney era of Star Wars didn't want revealed. This is one of the last of George Lucas's Star Wars projects before he sold Lucasfilm to Disney, and then Disney just unceremoniously canceled it after this cinematic gameplay trailer was already teased at E3 2012. That's why people are mourning Star Wars 1313 Screen Rant. It is a what could have been, and especially after Disney's poorly made fan fiction titled The Book of Boba Fett came out, and it came out, fucking bombed, and went out with a fucking whimper. And guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following along in the video, I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I'll just see you guys next time.